All right, so I have this 6R80 done with the exception of the valve body. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at the contents. We're going to do an intro today, and we're going to take a look at the contents of the 6R80 Transgo shift kit for generation 1 that I'm going to put in here. And this also fits, there's a bunch of paperwork in there for what I was reading, generation 1 on the ZF 6 HP 1926 and 32. All right, as well as the 6R60, 75 and 80, all of them generation 1. The ZF units, you gotta, I'll show you as we get to the paperwork, but you have to kind of look at the valve body to see if it's gonna fit, because they're looking for a vent on the valve body. And there is, it fits the M shift and the E shift. There is a large vent, a small vent apparently, and no vent. And if the valve body does not have the vent, the kit will not fit. So we'll get a closer look at the contents of this today. I have my lead frame here. We'll take a look at that. And if needed, I'm not sure what kind of plate we have in here, but I do have a bonded plate and bonded gasket, you know, with gaskets. And I'll give you a shot of this as well. And of course, this is OE Ford. The lead frame is OE Ford as well. All right, so let me get set up here a little closer. We'll take the stuff out of this small box and take a look at what this shift kit is, you know, the contents of it, and then probably I got to get a couple of things done, so I'm thinking, and it's getting close to the weekend, so probably in a day or so, we're going to pull the valve body apart, clean it all up, install the shift kit, and put it back together. All right, so let me get a little closer, and we will take a look at the contents of this kit that's going to be installed. All right, so let's take a look at what we have inside here. Right, here's all our instructions. They give you some information on the ZF solenoids. All right, so this section here so this says, use this section for import models with the ZF 6 HP 19, 26, and 32. Non-Ford / Lincoln. All right, so this kit fits ZF 6 HP 19, 26, and 32 models. Valve bodies with a vent. So they give you the location of where the vent should be. And over here is no vent, and it says valve body without vent. This kit does not fit. All right, so this is for the instructions for the ZF 6 HP 19, 26, and 32. And I'll be using this set. Okay, this set is Ford Lincoln 6R60, 75, and 80, all Gen 1. No, it's not a bad kit to put in. You know, you basically have a 2-piece pressure regulator valve with a new spring, an end cap. All right, and you just got to measure it to see, to make sure you use the correct end cap, but that's, I don't think you can really screw that up. And you have the new steel TCC regulator valve, and this is, this valve is much longer. I'll show you the, you know, the lane is much longer, so if the bore is worn out, it'll be okay. When I put this kit in, like I said, I had one of these having a converter chatter, and we took the reading and we put the kit in, and then the reading was, the pressure was almost double after this kit was put in. All right, so you have also the new, those are the only 2 valves that get put in place, and they give you the new rubber inserts for the dampers. And pretty much valve bodies where the check ball goes and stuff like that. So let's take a look at what we got here in the box. Okay. All right, so here pretty much is your pressure regulator valve, two-piece pressure regulator valve with the cap. It comes with two caps, but pretty much just, let's just grab this stuff out. Okay, so they identify the caps with a groove and without a groove. So of course this one is going to be the one that fits. Right, and this one is way too big. So you got to take a measurement, and they tell you what the measurement should be. You have either the 495 or the 514, but they're saying Ford Lincoln Gen 2 PR valve, so they're saying this is usually the larger one is for the Gen 2. But again, this is for the ZF units also, so it could be used on that. And here is your two-piece regulator valve. So this would go in first, and then this would go in. Pretty much just drop right in. Real nice kit. All right, here they give you clips in case you lose any clips. They give you the dampers, the inserts, and they give you the steel regulator valve. I will flip this over, and they have, and you're going to be using on this one, you're going to use the small white spring. And I wonder on this one if you're going to use the red spring. Yes. So when you're working with one of these, with the ZF units, you use the red spring. So, and this is the steel TCC regulator valve, and that's really about it. So, a nice kit. It certainly fixes problems, because it did for me. It's a great kit. So we're going to be installing this. Into that 6R80 valve body. Okay, so here is the new plate. You know, when the plate comes like this, some people do use it over. It is okay to do that, but some of the early 6R80s come with the plate that looks like the ZF6HP26, and I don't like to use those over, so you would get this in its place. Right, and then we got the lead frame here. Take a fast look at that. And this is also OE4. Alright, so you have your input speed sensor, your range switch, your output speed sensor, temperature sensor, and no computer on this. And that is the lead frame. Alright, so the next step is we're going to start taking this valve body apart, but I won't, if I start it now, I won't be able to finish it now, so I don't want to start it now. Probably, possibly, I don't know, I got to see how it goes. I'm just thinking I'm going to do this Saturday morning. That might be the easiest. And kind of go from there. Alright, so I'm going to catch up with you guys, and we're going to start pulling this valve body apart and installing the, clean it up, install the shift kit, and put it back. So I'll catch up with you guys in about a day or so, and we will continue on that 6R80 valve body. All right, so let's start disassembling this valve body. Let's get this lead frame off first. Have a little time. And we can knock this thing out between tonight and tomorrow morning. Okay. the rest of these bolts out. Okay. All right, so I'm going to flip this end up. Okay. So this does have those tracks in it, like a 6HP26 valve body. So I'm going to be replacing that separator plate. Okay, so here's the plate. Put it aside. Okay. All right, now we want to mark the spots where the check balls are. And then we can go ahead and take the check balls out. Clean everything up, and then we can start doing the shift kit. And just make sure you take a good look at it, because there's, for instance, there's a spot right here where it looks like a check ball should go, but it does not go there. Okay. And so we got, and the shift kit instructions normally give you where the check balls go as well. So make sure you see that one here. There is. Here, 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 here. Okay. Let me see if I can get in a little closer here. All right, you know what, let me get more on top of the valve body if I could. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right, so we took the check ball out here in the corner. We got another one here. Okay, we have a valve and spring. I lay it this way to show that it goes up. If I lay it the other way, then it'd be the valve went down first. So I lay it that way. Okay, got another, we have a screen here. Okay. So we're going to get these check balls out. One, two, one here. Okay, and the valve and spring. Check ball. Okay. So the only thing left in here should just be, whoops, wait, there's another screen. Got a screen here. Okay. Should be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dampers. Let's see if we can get those out. Oop. Nothing out. insert fell out. Get it. This one. Give me 1 second. Gotta take this call. All right, so what we're gonna do first, step one, they want us to take out the TCC regulator valve. We're gonna discard the valve and spring and install the small white spring along with the new steel TCC reg valve. Okay, so that is, valve train is here. All right, so we're gonna get the clip. And again, they do give you clips. Just in case, they give you some extra clips. You know, in case you lose them, you don't really have to use them. You can put back the original if you like. All right, so we're going to take this stopper out. All right, I'm going to get those. God, I can get in there with that. Okay. Now we'll get the valve out, spring. Okay, so this is what came out. If you can see what the valve looks like. And this is going to go back in. You see how long the difference in the valve, how long it is here. So if they got a little wear on the bore, it'll make up for that. Okay. Go ahead and slide this in. Okay, we'll put our stopper back in. And then our clip. Okay. All right, so that looks good. Valve is free. Okay. Now, step two. All right, we're going to look at the pressure regulator valve, which is right next to the TCC reg valve. All right, so we're going to take the whole valve train out. We're going to measure. Just to confirm, we got 495. All right, so let's get that out. Okay. Should come out. Okay, there we go. Let's get the whole assembly out. Okay, there is the pressure regulator, there is the cap. All right, so let's leave this here. Let's get the spring. Okay. So we should have, according to this, for a Gen 1, 495 when we measure the thickness of this land here. And that's exactly what we have. I don't know if you can. Let's try this. Okay. And the Gen 2 is 514 thousandths. This is 495 thousandths. Okay. So now we're going to get our setup out. Okay, we'll just kind of confirm. 495. Okay. So this is actually a two-piece pressure regulator valve. So the hollow end, spring goes in the hollow end. That's going to go in first. And then this will go like this. And then this is going to be the new end cap, which looks just like this one here. Okay, the other one has ID groove in it. Okay, so this is the one that we're going to be using. All right, so let's go ahead and install that. Okay, went in nice. Okay, and then second part of the valve. And so now we got to push this back. Slide the stopper in. There we go. Okay. Everything else in here is free. The two valves that come in the shift kit are installed. All right, so now we can move this aside. Okay. Let's bring this. What we'll do is we'll do these dampers real quick. And then probably tomorrow morning we'll put this together. Okay, so here are the damper inserts that they give you in the kit. Let's get these valves out of here. Okay, very simple. Just insert it and drop it down. All right, they're all the same. More. And we'll go ahead and put the check balls and stuff back in. I'll give you a shot of those. And then it's really all that's left just to put this back together. Okay, so those are in. Basically, the shift kit is installed. Very nice and easy, and I'll tell you, it works great, especially with that 741 code, which is very common with the 6R80s. All right, so let's put these check balls back in. And I'll give you a shot of where they are. Here is the screen. Okay, one here. 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 This one up here, valve, and filter. Okay. All right, so I'll give you a shot of that in a minute. So this plate, all right, so what I did first is I went by this number, this E510F. And there's a couple of plates that have this number, so you may, if you go by this number, you may get the right one, you may get the wrong one. What I had to do to ensure I got the right one is I had to give him the Ford number right here off the plate. Okay, this side it says Ford Motor Company. This side I gave him, you know, basically the AL3P. I'm not sure if he asked for any more than that. Just maybe the beginning, I think, is what I gave him, just the first 4 digits. And he says, okay, I know which one you need. So sometimes you can go by this, but there may be more than one plate, again, with this number, so I gotta be careful, but always use this one as a backup. You should be able to see this, you know, without taking the valve body apart. All right, so that's this number right here. So this, you know, this silicone seals is a little crappy around here. I'm just not comfortable using this plate. So the one that's gonna go back in is going to be one with bonded gaskets. This is the plate that's going to be going back in. All right, so we'll move this over here. Also with this little bead up here, the plate is a little bead up here. And again, when you see these, you know, it means that the pump, you know, has been cavitating and the screen was clogged. So that pump's starving for oil. I'm sure we had plenty of that going All right, so what I want to do now is just get on top of this here. Maybe I'll see if I can pick this up a little bit. Give you a shot of the check balls and stuff, and then tomorrow we'll just go ahead and put this together. We're gonna run. Let me see if I can get a couple of bushing drivers so it kind of stays up. All right. So let me just get on top of this. We'll go over check ball locations. And again, with the shift kit, it gives you, it goes over check ball locations as well. So in the shift kit here, in this picture, it shows you where everything goes. But let me give you a shot of this anyway, and then we'll finish it up tomorrow. So let me just readjust. Give me 1 second here. All right, so this is a Gen 1. Don't forget. All right, so we have 1, 2. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 at the top, and 2 screens here, your dampers down here, and your 2 check valves. All right, so once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, check ball locations for the 6R80. This is an 11, I believe. F-150 Generation 1. All right, so I will catch up with you guys tomorrow morning, and we'll finish putting this valve body together. All right, back with you this morning, and we're gonna finish up putting this valve body together with the new bonded plate and the lead frame. Okay, all right, so we're all set. The shift kit is in. All our small parts are in. So we can go ahead and set this in place. Okay. Line her up a little. Get a couple of bolts in. Okay, now we're gonna get our new lead frame. All right, so let's get our stand over here. We're gonna put the lead frame in. Okay, lift this up a little. Okay, actually, let's do it this way. Okay. All right, so we're going to make sure we catch the manual valve there. good. Manual valve is caught. Okay. Turn this back over. Alright, so those 6 bolts for the lead frame, we'll go ahead and put those in. Okay. That was the lead frame there. We'll get the rest of them down, torque them down, and that'll be it. I got this at 100 inch-pounds. Do all the center ones first. And we can go ahead and do the outside. Okay, and that is it. In here. Okay, so that completes a 6R80 valve body with a shift kit, a Transgo Gen 1 shift kit, a new bonded plate, and a new lead frame. Now, if you had to change any of these solenoids, you can't really see it. I can't really even see it. Sometimes I gotta use a magnifying glass to see it. There is a band number, and it's located right here on all the solenoids with the exception of this one. There is a band number here, and it's number 2. It's either 2 through 5. So you want to match that number if you're changing the solenoid. So you could have, like, this could be a 4, 4, a 2, 3, 4, 3. So you just kind of got to look with a magnifying glass and see what the number is that's etched into the solenoid, and that determines the flow rate. So that's what you need to go back with. Okay, so this is good here. It's all hooked up. I'll be able to finish this up. They could put this in today. And that's about it on this 6R80 valve body with the shift kit. I thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. And the truck, again, I believe was a 2011 Ford F-150. Original problem, clogged screen. Didn't really see much inside the transmission. So more than likely the converter was blown. But we did a banner kit. We did a bushing kit. Shift kit, lead frame, and the valve body. New plate. Converter is here. And we're going to get this thing back together and get it back in the car. Alright, so once again, thanks for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you next one.